How's it going, everyone? Derek from Make Media Studios, and we have another podcast for you today. I have my friend Jason Zuidema from down in Orange County right now. We were both in the Navy together, separate parts of the Navy, but he did camera work. I met him in San Diego through some friends, and I always looked up to him because he was doing all the camera work, and I was an electronics technician. And now I'm trying to kind of get into your same career field. How you doing, bud?
I'm great. How you doing? It's been a while.
And it's been a while. I'm doing all right. You gotta love that weather down there in Southern California.
Oh, it's amazing. It was a little warm yesterday. We took a walk to Disneyland's like 5 minutes away. So we walked to Disneyland. It's like 3 miles. It was a great walk.
Can you still walk through like the downtown area or anything like that?
We didn't try. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think any of that stuff's open.
You just walk around the exterior pretty much.
We just walked to Disneyland to the outside of it and then walk back.
Nice. And you said it's only like 5 minutes or something like that?
5-minute drive, yeah. So it took us like 3 hours to walk there and back.
Nice.
It was good. It was good to get out of the house.
I miss Southern California a lot. I just wanted to talk about, let's see, where did you start with all this stuff with camera operator? I mean, you started with the Navy?
I think even before that. High school, took a video production class. Even before that, I was annoying my family with, my dad got me a video camera, VHS video camera, annoying the family, shooting them. No one wants to be on camera. You know, it's like, I don't know what to shoot because no one wants to be on camera, so that sucks. So always, and I remember one of my first things that I did that was so much fun, just, putting the camera on a tripod, rolling, going in front of the camera, stop rolling, move, record again, stop rolling, move, and then like you're popping up at different spots. So that was the coolest thing to me. So that was really was like, oh, that's magic.
Yeah, I think, I had the VHS camera as well. My dad's been he went through one of those services where he sends out all the tapes and gets them digitized. So now he's been sending me footage. One thing I found was I made one of my very first tutorials as a kid. I have a camera sitting out there, a Nintendo 64, and I explained to everyone how to play a game, and I played Mario Kart. And then I made a tutorial, so I'm going to put that here on this channel eventually.
Yeah, you need to upload it for sure.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Another thing was, same thing with that stop thing. I have an old Canon camera that me and my cousin, Thanksgiving, we went in the backyard of my grandfather's house and we're making a horror film, and he'd pop up into the frame, and then he'd disappear, and it'd be we'd be running around. So yeah, I agree. I started with the other cameras, and then I went in the Navy, and the electronics technician people had the camera. So one day they were like, who wants to take a photo today? And I raised my hand, and then they were like, do you want to just have it as a collateral duty? And I'm like, sure. And so for 5 years, I was a command photographer. And so
nice.
I didn't expect to get out of the Navy. I got out of the Navy and got an electronics technician job, and then realized that I liked my collateral job more than the actual job I had in the Navy. So now I'm doing that. So what did you do? What did you do while you were in the Navy?
Yeah, so I was a journalist turned mass communication specialist because they merged a whole bunch of ratings.
Okay.
And so then I eventually became a mass communication specialist. So I worked at the AFN in Sasebo, Japan for 2 years.
Oh, that's cool.
The Fleet Public Affairs Center in North Island in San Diego for another 2. Was on USS Tarawa for about 7-8 months. So at AFN, before that, so my sister was in for 2 years in the Navy.
Okay.
There's no way that I was going to join. I just didn't think it was for me. I didn't think boot camp I don't think I can do boot camp,
Yeah.
She told me I can be a journalist in the Navy, and all I wanted to do was hold a camera. I just wanted to shoot and get paid for it.
Yeah.
And get out of this.
For those people that want to be on camera.
Yeah, exactly. And to get out of town, to get out of, going to work, going to school. It was just monotonous, boring. So she told me I can be a journalist, and I'm like, oh, damn. So I looked into it, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And so I went in, was in depth for 9 months, and, boot camp was easy.
And then you went straight. How long was your schooling? What did they teach you?
School was 8-9 months at DINFOS, Defense Information School at Fort Meade, Maryland. Honestly, that was a lot of fun. Those were my college years.
Yeah,
I met so many cool people that I still keep in touch with, and
cool. That program is still there? Was it like a big studio, or what was?
Yeah, that's a huge part of it. So we learned it's print and broadcast journalism.
Okay.
So it's like half and half. So half the time you're in the
studio. You came in journalist.
I came in journalist. Yep.
Moved to mass communication specialist.
Everybody moved. It was lithographers, photographers, draftsmen, and journalists.
Were the camera operators the journalists, or the camera operators the photographers? Do you know what I mean?
Photographer was still photographer,
and that was it. So
so the journalist was the shooter, the writer, the editor. They teach you to be one man. They teach you to be one man bands.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they really teach you right, because then, real quick, fast forward, going to Fox 5, then there were like real one-man bands there that go out on the streets and do the same thing that I did in the Navy, which is really, really hard.
Yeah, producing all the way to the final product.
You have to do everything. You have to shoot it, write it, on a deadline, a story every day.
And you had to write these stories. Did you have to pitch those stories?
Yeah, in Japan it was different because I had 2 stories a week. We had a 10-minute newscast that I eventually became in charge of, and I anchored like for a month. I hated anchoring, but it was a good experience. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I had 2 stories a week. That I would have to find, pitch, write, shoot, edit.
That's the stressful part for me. Like I don't know if the whole finding the story pitch thing. I love shooting. I love editing. But it's still a struggle. Side. Yeah.
It's still a struggle. And I go out there and just shoot what I can and interview people I can and just try to make something of it. That part is still a struggle for me.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm in this group. I'm not sure if you ever heard of a website called Story Hunter. I got a gig through the New York Post. And they paid me through Story Hunters. They made me make a profile. But then this website itself has like a classified section for businesses like, BBC and all these other companies are, throwing out their business insider. They at first when I got on the website, it was, hey, we got this story, $600 day rate, go out and film it. Send us the raw footage. And those were cool gigs because it was real simple, right? Go out, film it, send them all the raw footage, all done.
Easy for 600, yeah. Great.
Yeah,
all day.
All day. Let's do it.
All day.
But now they want, for the same 600, now they want you to pitch. Like a lot of these now have churned to pitch us a story, pitch us this,
which could turn into something cool if you are always thinking about that, because you can do what you want, not what someone else wants you to do.
That's true. It's hard. It's hard.
It's so hard.
It's so hard, but because they're always so specific, and it's like, do you have a grandmother that's been affected by the coronavirus that also is a mechanic? And you're like, what? Yeah, sure. I can, maybe, I don't know.
Or for the central casting listings, they are always like that too. We need somebody with red hair that's 6'1" and can unicycle. They're so specific. It's so hilarious.
It's like, oh shit, this is my calling. This is it. I saw you post a while back to your Navy days. Was it Robert De Niro that you met? Was it that what who it was?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. So he was at a ship christening, and he was in a movie that I think they named the ship after. I can't remember. That was at the end of my Navy career. And actually at that ship christening, go ahead.
Would that have been the Carl Brashear? Would have been the movie?
Oh, yes. Yep. 100%.
It was the Carl Brashear because he was in Men of Honor.
Yes.
There
you go. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, so he was there, and I just had to, you see someone like that, and there's a line for him, I'm like, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I just had to do it.
You just went up and got a photo with him and all that? And...
I barely said 2 words to him, too. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you say? You just like, okay, click, done. Okay. Don't want to bother you anymore. Thanks.
Thanks. I mean, I guess that's the best way to go about it. You don't want to be...
Actually, it was awesome that I was there because I saw somebody that I knew there that led to the job at Fox 5. Somebody that I met in, his name's Matt Johnson. I met him in Palm Springs, and then I saw him there, and then I didn't go up to him because I don't know, I didn't know what to say. I wasn't sure if it was him. But then I think the next day I called Fox 5.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, can I talk to Matt Johnson? And then, it goes to him. I'm like, hi, I don't know if you remember me. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know what to say. But yeah, and that's my in. I have to, try.
That was the end of your Navy career, right? So it was one of your last things you said. So you called him, and then did you just go right to Fox 5 after the Navy?
Yep.
How was news shooting?
Even the month, what's it called? The month, you get like a month of leave.
Yeah, you get that. I forget what it's called now.
Anyway, so I was at Fox 5 during that time. So it was overlap. I was getting paid twice.
That's
so that was
cool.
Awesome.
How long were you at Fox 5?
About 8 years. I started editing on weekends.
Okay.
And which was great. You know, you got to highly recommended for new people, learn how to edit first.
Okay.
And so that was good. I feel like I was well prepared. The Navy prepared me for that.
Okay.
DINFOS teaches correctly. Is that even correct? Yeah, DINFOS is great.
Nice. Yeah, one of the people I work for that I'm a PA and grip, and pretty much we're a one-man band, but I'm just his assistant, right? Yeah. We go out and shoot for PayPal and stuff like that. He told me, you know, because he's like, your camera works great. He's like, and you want to do all this stuff, but he's like, he's like, you do a lot of editing. He's like, because he sends me work and I edit for him. He's like, because I always ask him like, what job should I be looking for, or what positions should I move towards? And you know, I was always like camera op, but he's like, I don't know. He's like, maybe you should try editor. He's like, I don't. And so it's a good entry, is what you're saying, is to kind of
totally 100%. That's where everyone should start.
Makes sense, because then you see the shots. You see the shots you want, at least. You know,
because you need to be shooting, thinking about the edit.
Absolutely. And if you're just shooting randomly, and then you're like, oh, I got.
And then I'll figure it out later.
Ooh.
That's rough. You need to have an idea of what you're gonna do. At least. You don't have to know what you're going to do, but you just have to think of how you're going to edit it as you're shooting.
Sure. And and if you know that knowledge of editing, then at least when you're shooting, you're like, oh, I could use this. I can use that. Let me get a couple of, you know, cut shots that are closer in, you know, things like that. You just see the things that you can use to cut the video together better and tell the story.
It's 100%. Especially when you have to edit other people's crap. Then you realize what stuff they're missing and what stuff you need, because it really sucks to edit someone else's work. You know, because you don't know what was going through their mind. You don't know the situation, and you're bitching them out in your head constantly. You know, like you are. You are. It's like, what are you thinking? Why didn't you give me this shot?
I edited something with this guy who had a really, really nice red camera, right? And I got these, you know, it was just interview style shots that I need to edit and color correct. And I had to reframe them all. I mean, for me, it's like, you have this $40,000 or $30,000 camera, and you don't know how to like frame an interview. Like, it just seemed wild.
Is he doing that to like, he's shooting in 4K and he can just reframe in post?
Yeah, there was, I think it was,
and
like
someone else is editing it, so why not?
But he was all over the place, right? Some of them, I mean, I'm talking, some framings had, you know, he's looking off this way with all the dead space behind the head. Yeah. And he was on this third. And I was like, it's weird. So after your editing role at Fox 5, where'd you moved?
Well, someone got fired, which is always a great thing for you.
Stepping stone.
Yeah. Someone got fired, and I'm all like, hey, I can shoot. Let me get out of the office, you know? Yeah. Because sitting in a dark cubicle for 8 hours is rough. So yeah, then they trained me to work the live truck, and I started shooting.
Did you still edit? Did you still edit at the same time? Even when you didn't?
So now I was in charge for everything. So they gave me a laptop and a camera. And then I'd go out with the reporter with the live truck, and we'd shoot the story. She would write while I was like picking B-roll and kind of putting things together, and then she would track, and then I would edit. Sometimes I would have 30 minutes to edit.
What is the track part? I actually don't know what that is. What do you mean track?
Oh, like voice track.
Oh, okay.
That happens a lot. I said track to someone else too, and they were so confused, and I kept on going on, and they're all, wait. Yeah. So, voice track.
Oh, interesting. So she's in the truck, just saying her voice track. Is that what she's doing?
Yep. Yep. Okay. She's just like with a microphone into the camera. She's recording the narration of the story.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I always see the way that it starts, right? They do the shot of them. They're talking.
Live shot.
Then live shot. Then it cuts into the segment that they've created.
The package.
Okay, the package, and then they come back and then they say something and they send it back
for the tag.
Yep. The tag. Wow.
100%. There's words for those.
And you're editing all this out in the field. I mean, it's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I would leave in the morning and then come back when my shift is done. Sometimes I was at the station all day.
Interesting.
It was different every day.
And you're just uploading this feed to them? It's not...
Yeah, well, there would be an FTP server that we would upload. When I first got there, we had to do it in real time with the live truck. So we'd have to put up the mast, find the...
Station.
Find the mountain. And there's a couple different mountains, so you have to be good at a compass, which I feel like I was in the Navy. I should be, but I'm not. But you have to know where northeast southwest is, which was a challenge.
Like Google Maps. You're like, figure it out
all day. Yeah, I had to. So you have to find the mountain, and then you would connect your computer to the truck, you'd, play it, push spacebar, and it would go in real time, and they would watch it, and if there's any glitches, you have to start over.
Oh, wow.
If there's any glitch, then, do it again. Nope, glitch. So if there's a bad signal.
And so they're just saving that to then play later?
They're recording it in real time.
Okay, got it.
Into the computer, and then it goes to an editor, and then they put the in and out points. Okay. And then they put it into the rundown. Okay. And the rundown has like story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4. So then they put it in the rundown, and then the control room plays it at the right time.
Wow.
That's it's a process. And that has to happen like quickly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I have pushed a package with a minute to air.
Oh, wow.
And it has to get there, and it's uploading, and it's uploading, and it's uploading, and sometimes it doesn't make it. And the reporter's standing there, and they think they have a package to go to, and they don't. And it's my fault. My fault.
Has that happened?
Yes. one that I can remember. It was kind of a big one. Gay pride, not gay pride. Like marriage, the whole marriage thing. In Hillcrest, and we shot this package, got some good stuff. Finally, marriage is legal. And then I finished the package. We have like 5 minutes left until we have to go live. I'm trying to upload, and it's like 1K, 2K a second. It's not going. It's not going. It's going so slow, and then it's almost there, and then but then we have to go, and then it's like, we have to go live, but this package isn't done, and it's like, okay, well, we're going without it, and then I just let it go. I just let it go in the truck, and hopefully it'll upload, and by the time we get there, it didn't make it. Right. And then, so we just had to do a live thing, and it ended up being fine, but it wasn't like, we spent 8 hours doing a package.
Right. So it didn't have the package. Right.
It aired in the morning though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the morning show.
Yeah.
But still, it's so unfulfilling when you spend 8 hours doing a package and then it doesn't air, and then you go home like, what did I do today? Yeah, exactly. It's very draining.
And there was no way to since you're going live, you can't just hit play in the truck, right? And just play the kind of like you said you used to do or something, but there'd be glitches, right?
You know what? I think there is a way to do that, but in the amount of time that I had, I couldn't. Yeah. And I think that one wasn't, I wasn't using the truck. I was using like a live view backpack, which is awesome. But then that's a process. Okay. But yeah, no, that I've done that before, but it's a process.
How big were these cameras that you were shooting with? I've seen these television cameras and they look gigantic.
Yeah, you know what? I like the shoulder mounted cameras. Like that's just what I'm used to. Yeah. Shoulder mounted. They were the big cameras with the long lens. I like, having the zoom here and the zoom here.
24 to 105 or whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All of them are different, but I don't know. I'm so used to, they're called ENG cameras.
Right.
Electronic news gathering. So I'm so used to ENG cameras that, I go to the DSLRs and I honestly, I still feel lost.
Yeah.
Even though I've been working on them for a while, I'm still used to those. I picked up my other camera the other day, and I went to go hold it like my news camera, and I'm like, it's still ingrained in me.
Yeah.
And I haven't been working it for the news in like 8 years. 8? I don't know. I can't.
Feels like forever.
The days have been blended.
Damn quarantine. This one of the things. I shoot with Sony. With my guys I work with, we shoot like the FS5 and the FS7s. So like the FS7's pretty big. It's not as big as the news gathering ones, but still you can shoulder hold it. You got the handle and all that. I actually want to move towards one of those for corporate. I've
never used that where the handle is like down here.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's like adjustable. You can put it different places.
I don't know. I'm so used to this. This is comfortable for me. This and this. Here we go. I can do this all day. But then this, and I don't know.
Yeah, you can. It's just different. You just have to get
used to it.
You can put it down below to kind of give it a little bit of. I've also seen people where they rock it all the way to the back so they can hold it at the hip. Mm-hmm. So like the handle's back at the back, so you can like hold it at your hip side. It's kind of interesting.
I don't know. You just have to get used to it, I guess. Like whatever you do, it's just monotony. The monotony of it.
I like the mirrorless ones for like gimbals and stuff like that, but then once you get into like a heavier camera, you can kind of hold it and it stays, you don't get that jitter from like a mirrorless. Yeah. So, I don't know. Let's see here. You went after Fox 5. You were down in San Diego. That's when we were hanging out. It was right after you ended Fox 5 there.
Yeah. In fact, we did. I remembered it the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, we did the 48-hour film festival together.
Right.
That was cool. That was fun.
That was cool. Have you seen any of those guys or talked to any of those people since?
I see him on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to him, but
the director guy,
I
I forgot his name right now. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But the guy that was the director.
Yeah.
He was in Captain Marvel.
Don't put this part in.
Don't put this part in.
No, wait, no. I see his posts all the time.
I see his posts all the time
nice
too. He is a nice guy. He was in Captain Marvel though.
Yeah, in the trailer.
I was watching Captain Marvel with my wife, and I go, he just walked right across the screen, and I was like, that guy directed my 48-hour film festival, and all that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
how cool is that? So yeah, he does central casting. He does it. He's like a full-time central casting guy. So for background work.
Yeah,
and so
he's in like everything.
I signed up too, and it's really a lot of fun. And like anyone in like the LA area or surrounding areas, like it's like if you like to be on set, I just do it. I don't want to be an actor. I just like to be on the big sets. It gets me on the lot of Universal Studios, and in particular, Superstore was amazing to just be in the actual Superstore and be a customer and just like walk by.
That's cool.
It was amazing. It was so much fun. And so there's one episode.
I haven't seen Superstore, but I've seen the commercials for it.
Oh, you haven't even seen it? It's right down your alley. It's slapstick, stupid humor.
I'll like it then.
Yeah.
So how does that work though? Is it like a website or what do you just like?
Yeah. Well, I think recently they've made it where you can sign up online. You used to have to go at like 6 a.m. to their office, line up. And the first like 75 people, that's how I did it. The first 75 people get in, then there's orientation, they take your picture, you fill out the form on like your physical features, and then if they need you, then they'll text you. Or there's a Facebook group where they put, I need this, that, and the other. I don't look at those because if I see the word beard, then I'll do it. But usually it's clean shaven or something not me.
Right. I think I just remembered his name now. I think his name's Philip. Sorry, just randomly. His name's Philip.
Philip. Yes.
Anyways, go back to central casting. No, that's so they just text out. He's down in San Diego, I thought, but you're up in LA.
So he has a commute.
That's a big commute.
And he does it a lot too.
I mean,
not anymore.
Does it pay pretty well? I mean, is there different tiers?
It's minimum wage.
Minimum wage. But if you're on a set every day, it's experience. You're meeting all the other people. You're probably meeting a lot of people in the creative realm that are also making maybe short films outside of the big pictures, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
That's pretty cool.
What was I going to say? Okay. So I never really look on YouTube, or not on YouTube. I never really look on Facebook for their listings because they don't really fit me, but they'll text me. And so sometimes once every 6 months I'll get a text, but sometimes like in a month I'll get like 4.
Okay.
And they'll text to see your availability. So like, hey, are you available on this day at this time? And either yes or no. And then they probably text 10, 15 people at the same time. Right. And then if you get it, then they'll call you and they'll give you information. They'll give you a number to call the night before and in the morning of. But yeah. It's really cool. I've gotten I've gotten asked to be on like Fuller House and Roseanne, but then I never get them. And that was like in 1 week, like Fuller House and Roseanne. I'm like, that'd be awesome. And I say yes, like immediately. And then I just never hear back. But it's cool. Just like I was like almost on those shows.
Yeah. But you were on Superstore?
Yeah, Superstore.
Okay, that's cool. And is it like a soundstage that looks like a big shopping center?
Oh yeah. It's just a big. It's on the Universal lot.
It's on the Universal lot. That's cool. Yep. So you're just
so what was cool, coming out of the Superstore warehouse, going to Crafty, and then there's the Universal Studios tram that goes by.
Yes.
And now they're looking at me at work and they're taking pictures, not of me, but you know what I mean? But like, hey, it's I've been on that tram watching, other people work and so it was cool. It was just like a role reversal. I'm like, oh, whoa. Now they're looking at me working. Cool.
That's cool. It's got to be awesome to be able to just drive on that lot and see all that stuff and just be a part of it. Yeah. I want to do that so bad. But I'm all the way up here, up in the Bay Area. Yeah. I got this whole realm up here that I'm working with. So now that you're a couple minutes down from Disneyland, I heard this morning they're opening up. Well, Disney World, July 11th.
Oh, World, though.
World. Okay. So Well, now we're waiting on Orange County and whatever Gavin Newsom does.
I heard they're going to do like half capacity or something.
Yeah, it's like 50% they're going to start, and then this next phase will be
and
75.
double the prices.
But hopefully, well, that sounds about right.
Half capacity, double the price.
Sounds about right. But I mean, for season pass holder, right?
No.
You're not?
No, like I want to be, but I don't want to spend the money.
I know. I did the Flex Pass this time. The Flex Pass was only like $3.99 or something. Okay. I had the $1,000 one, which is crazy before. But anyways, the Flex one's kind of cool because you just reserve in advance and you can only do 2 a month or something like that.
I see. I should because Ronnie has the pass and he goes like once a month.
I miss Ronnie. I miss them. I haven't seen their second baby.
Oh, shoot. Audrey.
Audrey?
Yeah. I haven't met your wife.
You haven't met my wife. Well, when we go back down to Disney, we'll have to set up to do a we'll get to get reservations at Ballast Point. Do like a dinner or something like that. Yeah. Equipment wise, I like talking about equipment. What do you you have the C100 is what we shot on that for the little short film?
Yeah, C100 Mark II and Mark II. 5D Mark II.
5D Mark II, is that what you're shooting on these days? Is just those two still? You good?
Mostly the C100.
Mostly the C100. I like the C100. We use that one a lot in school and everything, and it's really reliable.
It's more ENG like. It has like the hand strap, and it's just more ergonomic. It has the handle. It's more ENG like for me, so I like it.
All right, and what are you working on now these days? We were talking about it a little bit before the podcast.
Yeah, really trying to figure out my life, and it really is. It's a huge opportunity for everybody to figure out their life. You're at home. Now. Like, what do you want to do with your life so you don't have to go back to work?
Right. That's why I started making these YouTube videos because I was like, I just was like, man, I just want to make some of my own content that's just mine. Like educational stuff. I watch YouTube videos about, tutorials about camera work and editing, and I was like, I watch so much of this stuff. It's like, why don't I just make some of my own? So that's kind of where I'm at.
Totally.
I got a video coming out today. Color correction. Lumetri color basics.
But now, is that going to be a week old?
No, I filmed it on Monday. No, I mean, now that I'm saying it right now, I filmed it on Monday. I'm filming this on Wednesday. This will come out on Saturday. And the thing I filmed on Monday comes out today. Okay. Mind blown. Everyone that's watching this right now. Whoa.
I need a graphic.
Exactly. No, I mean, I'm liking it. I'm having fun with it.
So I feel like I'm trying to go down maybe a similar path, but without my face.
Okay, you were talking about YouTube channels that are faceless.
Yeah, faceless YouTube channel. So there's tons of these things.
I watch Watch Mojo. You know what I'm talking about? Like those type of things, stuff like that.
Or like top 10 stuff.
Yep. Top 10 videos that are all just kind of stock clips.
It's information. You just have to research.
Yep.
Write. Track. Voice track. And edit.
That's cool.
So and what people do is that's 4 different people. Then they hire someone from the Philippines for $5 an hour. And and then they're out of the loop. They just come up with the idea. Now you reverse engineer it. You do the YouTube headline first. Okay. What do you want to prove? And you write that first. You don't do the video and then write the headline.
Right.
You write the headline. You write something that someone wants to click on.
Right.
Almost clickbaity, but not clickbait.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Everyone hates that. And then an awesome thumbnail that someone wants to click on. That's half the battle right there, is just getting people to click on it, and then you got to keep them.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't feel comfortable on camera. That's why I've been a cameraman all my life, and so I don't want to be on camera. And so I feel like the faceless YouTube channel is where it's at for me. I'm kind of not doing more informational, but I like watching the like paintings.
Okay.
If you search paint pours on YouTube, I can like sit there and watch them all day. And so that's what we're.
And what is these paint? Is it just? It's just. Are they just? They're pouring paint and they're moving around the canvas. Is it over music? Is it just kind of watching it happen?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Over music. I don't have any of my audio in there because we're just talking. We're just kind of BSing and it's nothing. Right. We're just having fun.
Time lapsey as well, like
stuff? So right now I'm kind of in the process of figuring out like kind of the style. I've edited maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
And obviously the editing process is the most time consuming. I really just want to focus on the art and just painting and just doing crafts and ceramics or whatever. So I am in the process of hiring an editor.
Okay.
Philippines, $5 an hour.
Really?
And yeah, no, serious. And so I gave about 4 or 5 people a link to the video, and I want to see how they edit it, and then I'll pick one.
Wow.
And so then I can just focus on the art.
Right. Just film it, slap some cameras up while you're doing it, and make your art, and then
so just
send the footage.
An iPhone X that I shoot on, and then that's like the above camera, and then my C100 Mark II.
Nice.
And no face. It's like from here down, and we're just painting. Actually, I think today, we've been saying it for the last 3 days. We wanted to do cement. We like to make like cement art, and so we're gonna do that today, tomorrow, and film
once
it.
you get one of those out there, I want to see one.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. No, I haven't uploaded anything yet. I'm waiting to stockpile, maybe like 7 or 8.
That makes sense. That's kind of how I started this. I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna start doing this YouTube channel. She's like, we're quarantined, start filming. So for like the first week, I filmed like 4 tutorials, and I was like, okay, I have like 4 videos. I still actually have 2 stockpiled. I've been making things, so I just have 2. Like,
don't be lazy. Keep those 2. Because something's gonna happen, and then you're gonna need those, and then don't use it on laziness.
No, I have a week of work, the 9th through the 13th of June, where I'm going to be I'm going to Arcata, which is Eureka, California. Okay, I'm going pretty much up to Oregon, and I'm going to be up there for 5 days filming.
Oh yeah,
so it's like
your channel stays on.
Exactly. I don't know how I'm going to do the podcast. That's where I think this podcast. I started doing the math. I'm doing a podcast every week right now, so that means I need 52 guests for an entire year. That's rough because I'm now at like 7.
Why don't you take these conversations and make them a podcast?
What do you mean?
Why can't these conversations be the podcast?
This is the podcast.
Oh, got it. I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking there was like I hear podcast. I think audio, and I was thinking I thought you did a separate thing with just audio.
No, I take the audio out of this and I have them on Spotify, and then I make the video version on YouTube. So, but if I do 52 of them. I'm going to have to start recycling guests. Like once I get to like 12, 15, I think I'll just...
see you in 3 months?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone that has their own audio recorder like you do?
Yeah.
They're in.
You're a shoo-in.
You're a shoo-in. You're a guest. We'll see what happens. I mean, I might have to take like a break when work happens. I don't know if I'll start doing every other week. Cause that can
do one a day. Take a week, do one a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Or... bang out. Well, it might be rough to do a whole bunch in one day, but you should just like
do a couple of them all out.
Do like two a day for 5 days.
I could, and then I'd have a whole month all filled out. Totally. That's actually probably how I'll have to move it eventually. And then like right when I get done with this one with you, just have another friend lined up to link up with them, do another one, and then just change my shirt, and then
totally, yeah, 100%.
It could work.
And then hire an editor.
Philippines for $5 an hour.
Onlinejobs.ph. Use my coupon code. No. No, that's a different site that I have coupon codes.
I got my first affiliate. I got Amazon affiliates, which on my links, that's kind of cool.
I was hoping those were Amazon affiliates. Good.
I did. I got the Amazon affiliates on there, but I got I haven't made a video for it yet, but I got Drone Pilot Ground School, which is where I got my drone license through. And it's like a $299 program. Cool. If someone purchases that through my link, it's like a 20% kickback.
Oh, great.
So I just got to make a video about that. But I want more followers. You know what I mean? I kind of want to grow a little bit first.
Compared to Amazon's like 4%.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4%.
Yeah. So it's like, I haven't had anyone click. I mean, there's so many people clicking. Bye. No.
So I'm dealing with that right now. I put out, I have a website, Unique Gifts for Guys. Okay. And so it's an affiliate site for gift ideas for guys.
Nice.
And so anything that I see online that I like, I'll put it on there. And most of it's Amazon stuff, but I have some other affiliate stuff on there. But give
me that link. I'll make sure to put it in the link in the description below.
So I put a Father's Day gift guide out.
Ooh.
And a couple people, one person bought a shirt. It was $14. I think I got like 8 cents. Mm-hmm. and then someone else bought some, if they click on your link and they buy something else, you still get credit for it. So they can click on your link and not even buy it and buy like a computer for $1,000 and you'll get credit for it.
That's cool.
But someone bought like cat food and cat litter and stuff, and I got another like 12 cents. So
nice. I have to check
20 cents.
I have to check mine and see what I'm getting. So any other what, you got any last minute things for anyone that wants to get into this world of filmmaking, like advice?
Gosh. I would highly recommend looking into news and editing. First editing, But like if you're really like passionate about like shooting and editing and you want to do it every single day of your life,
yeah,
whether you want to or not,
yeah. I have an affiliate link down below for Fox 5.
But look into news editing, and there's like in San Diego, there's a starter station, KUSI. They take all the new people who don't know what they're doing, and they train them how to do it. They're not going to pay you more because they're just not going to pay you more. So it's known that you just have to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So there's starter stations that you can get a foothold in.
I have a friend that might be on the podcast next week. She's at KSBW, which is like Salinas, California, and it's kind of a smaller station, I think, and that's kind
what does she do there?
I think she's a production assistant there, so she's just kind of starting out at the station.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, and I've seen PAs, go from PAs to now they're working as an anchor in sports. That's how to do it. You have to get your foot in the door any way you can. Intern, that's what I meant. Intern. I've seen interns. Go from intern to now working there full time, producing. Yeah. Everything. So you just have to get your foot in the door, and so that was my foot in the door was editing for the news.
My biggest thing I want to do is more commercials. I want to do I've talked about it in the last one. Now I'm talking about it again. I'm trying to shoot a Doritos spec commercial here in my house. And so I've been planning it. I have like a white backdrop, my white, table. And then I got like a glass bowl and I'm going to dump Doritos at like 120p and I'm going to make it look 100. Awesome. I'm going to make it look cool and do some cool stuff and we'll see.
So that'll be awesome. So I'm actually, my friend Tara, actually that I was in A school with, is putting out like a firefighter like soap to get rid of all the toxins, and so she helped me to help her shoot that. And so I came across a Harmon Brothers. I don't know if you're like on the same stuff as me, but there was a Harmon Brothers course online. You know Harmon Brothers? They make commercials, like viral commercials. And so I'm like, oh, who else to learn from than these guys? And so we split the course, and now I'm going through that course, learning how to write a script for her product.
I think you're the one that gave me the masterclass link a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. And there's so many more that have been added that I don't have access to anymore, but I want to watch. There's so many.
I want to watch them. So yeah. All right, Jason, thank you very much for talking to me today.
Anytime.
We're going to recycle and I'll see you in 3 months.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah, we'll see if this thing is off by then.
We'll see how that goes. Probably by that point, maybe you'll meet my wife. We'll come through Disneyland sometime here. And I have tickets for July 18th when Marvel opens. So I have hotel reservations. I've got them before all this happened. And my birthday's July 18th. So I was hoping to be at the Marvel opening when it opened.
It's not happening, huh?
It's probably not going to happen. But maybe I'll see you then.
Okay. All right. I'll see you when I see you.
All right, everyone. This has been another podcast here on Make Media. My buddy Jason. All of his links are down below for his stuff. Follow him. Buy his stuff on his websites. If you need some good gifts for men, all that good stuff.
Thanks, buddy.
And that's it. Thank you very much. Another Make Media podcast. We are out.